Hey everyone, so today is Saturday, the 25th of February. What I'm about to play for you here, Joe Biggs was able to jump on a Twitter space with us last Sunday, February 12th, and so I'm just going to play that recording. It's still saved on Twitter under the general uh, account. I'm just going to play it. I'm going to take my mug off of here and I got a little slideshow of pictures of Joe Biggs playing. You can listen to it, you can watch it, you can do whatever. Right down below here is the Give Send Go link if you still want to donate to Joe Biggs' legal defense. Still currently in trial, maybe about halfway through trial. They've already gone like 6 or 7 weeks. They got about 6 or 7 weeks left. Probably gonna go until Easter. But I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play this. I'll take my picture off of here and I'll just let this play. Now Joe has to call in twice because he only can speak for half hour. So it's not too long here till he gets in. He gets in here, and I think he's going to do another space with us this weekend. I will update everybody if that's going to happen. You can follow me on Twitter at Jeff Hansen and then the number 9, or you can follow the general. It's at the general. It's at the general 249 on Twitter, and you can follow his space there as well. But let me just go ahead and I'm going to start playing this. And you can go ahead and listen to it. And I'll check back in an hour and I'll stop it. All right? See ya.
Get our co-host up here. Go ahead and put your invites out. If you're popping in right now, let's go ahead and get the word out. Get our co-host up here. All right, we'll give it a second to kick up. Get this show on the road. We got Joe Biggs that's going to be joining us today. Pretty happy about that. Get set up here.
Hi guys. So this is pretty impromptu. Hi General. Hello, honey. How's it going? This is very impromptu. This was kind of planned last minute. We have Jen Lowe coming up to co-host. I'm bringing up all of Joe's friends. So I'm not taking any friend requests unless we don't have enough space. Tank Man, I'll bring you up on the tail end if we don't have enough of Joe's friends joining us. This is the first time that Joe has ever done a space, so please don't anybody get offended. I have sent out invites to friends in Portland, Washington State. They haven't spoken to Joe for a very long time, so I hope that they're going to be able to join us. So y'all don't get upset. James should be in here. Angie is coming up. She is joining us under another Twitter handle. And I am just waiting for her to log on here. She says Joe is going to be calling very close to 5 o'clock. So please start sharing out this space. Let's get as many people in here as possible to hear Joe. He doesn't have very many opportunities to call out of the jail. I have not been able to speak to Joe since August. So I am very excited to listen to what he has to say. We're going to let him speak, and then we will open it up to questions from his friends. There's a few surprises that we have for Joe. Liberty, who is one of Joe's very dear friends, will be joining us. So we're going to open it up in just a few minutes. As soon as I see Joe's friends logging on, I'm going to hand them a mic. So please be patient with us just for a couple of minutes until we get set up. Sorry, General, just wanted to get that out of the way.
All right, so it's trying to not let me hit the button too. So I'm sure we're going to get some of that Twitter nonsense for what we're doing. But yeah, so we don't usually do this on Sundays. We're usually off. So this is kind of a special event type of thing. We're going to be talking to Joe Biggs, get the breakdown, give him his time to give his testimony and tell his story, and get some updates, find out where he's at, what's going on, if he's doing okay. We'll let everybody that knows him communicate with him. That's kind of what we're doing more than anything. If we got some time for some questions, we may bring some folks up to ask Joe some questions if he wants to answer some. And it'll be I think it's going to be a pretty cool little space here. We're not going to be on here very long, as long as Joe wants to speak and get his word out. We're going to be on and answer questions and kind of give us an update on what's going on with him and how he's doing, really, mainly. So it's kind of a big deal. We had Lucas on this last week. Had him on here. We'll be having Lucas on again sometime that's coming up next week. Found out that he's going to be seeing his kids next weekend, so that's going to be great. We're trying to get some things together. Going to be raising some funds. We got about $450 raised to help his family get his kids up to Colorado from North Texas. So we kind of need to pull together about another $250 to help that family out to get his two kids up there to see him in the prison. He hasn't seen his babies in probably almost a year and a half now. So it's that's a pretty big thing. Pretty excited about that. So we'll eventually start putting up the if anybody does want to pitch in and assist, with the $250 that we need to raise to cover the entire trip, just DM me, just get a hold of me, and I'll make sure that you get the link to be able to donate. Not just going to post it out. Not going to do that. So just let me know, and I will promptly get you that link so that you can put in what you want to put in. Just need $250. So when we achieve that limit, $250 more, we'll be cutting that off. We won't be. We're not trying to raise anything more than what's needed for that trip right now. So it's not a whole lot. Anybody wants to dig in and try to help out, they can do so. But today is Joe Biggs Day.
It is
So
Joe
Helena,
Biggs Day,
why don't you give us
Joe Biggs is with
some
us,
info?
and Joe Biggs is listening to us, and Joe Biggs is here with us. And Joe, it's Helena. Gosh, friend, long time no talk to. We're so happy that you are calling us, and we just want to hear from you, Joe. Jen's going to be joining us. She's coming in here very soon. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
You're doing okay? You're doing good?
Yeah, I'm fine. They can't get me down, man. Screw these people. You can't break a Biggs. I mean, they can throw whatever they want at me. I'm going to overcome it and kick its ass.
I know you are.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
I want to introduce you to Eric Braden, General. He lives in Texas. He's been hosting these spaces with me every day. And when Angie contacted me last night during the other Twitter space, and I know you don't really know what that is, but it's kind of a open public forum where some of the guys have been calling in from the DC Gulag. And when she told me that you wanted to speak last night, it wasn't my space, but I was thrilled because I haven't talked to you for such a long time. So it's just really good to hear your voice.
Well, I appreciate everybody having me on. Yeah, social media seems to have changed quite a bit. You got all this Facebook virtual world crap, and now there's Twitter space and all this. So it's all changed quite a bit. I'm assuming by the time I get out of here, you guys are going to be flying around in cars and shit. So I'm excited for that.
Yes. And we've got some friends coming up. I just gave Suzanne Monk a mic to speak to you as well. Dominique's mom is with us too. I'm going to invite her up to speak to you.
Okay.
Hey, Suzanne.
Oh, I wanted to say something
Yes,
too.
go ahead.
Yeah, my buddy here, Robert Sanford, he's a firefighter from Pennsylvania. He wanted me to tell everybody thank you for anybody out there that's helped him. He's finally got money coming on his commissary and money on his phone to talk to his family. And if anybody out there has helped him or donated to him, he said he's thankful and his family's very thankful too. So he's a good guy. He's like a couple doors down from me, and I've had the pleasure of getting to know him over the last couple months.
Awesome, man. Hey, yeah, it's good to meet you, Joe. I've been keeping up with a lot of stuff. We're putting together a huge support structure for all the J6ers. So we're behind you 100%, man. This space is being recorded, and I'm sure that we probably got the guy in the back listening to everything we're doing. So, when we're talking about this stuff, talk about your experiences and so forth, but anything that they're going to be possibly bringing up in trial or something like that, don't give them anything to use against you. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to talk about the stuff that's, public innocence, and then, my experiences. It's been interesting to say the least, and I can tell you this, it's funny, one of the main narratives that they're trying to push throughout this entire trial is that we turned against the police. But it doesn't matter where I go. Every police officer comes up to me and supports me and says thank you and says they're pulling for me. It doesn't matter if it's what kind of law enforcement officer I've met, from air marshals to whoever, like flying on Con Air to wherever. People know that this is complete and total BS. We've been angry innocent this entire time, and we're going to continue to do that with a smile on our faces. And, I was there. I know what did or didn't happen, and the story they're telling me right now is extremely crazy. And, no offense to Alex Jones, but I think this prosecution could give him an InfoWars a run for the money of being a conspiracy.
Hey, Trennis, I'm having a problem giving you a mic. I'm sure Joe would like to speak to you. You may want to drop out and come back.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Joe,
tried
all
to
I
bring him
wanted
in.
to say, this is Suzanne Monk. I just wanted to say, I will see you tomorrow. I've been sitting in court with you guys every Monday and Tuesday, and we'll continue to do that, probably more so as the trial is going on. And it is my honor, it is my pride to sit with you guys and to fight this big battle against the big bad government. It's they're a big Moloch of a monster, and this may be the last Mortal Kombat, but I'm proud to stand with you guys and be there every day. So always good to see your smiling face and a thumbs up in court, Joe.
Yeah. It was good to have people on our side sitting there. We want more people to sit in there with us to give us some inspiration and, make us smile. We sit there and, so many people show up from the media when the prosecution's doing their case. But as soon as it's time for the defense to come up and speak and drop truth bombs on their lives, they all tend to just get up and walk away. It's really strange, and we love the support we're getting from everybody, and we want to see more smiling faces in the crowd, more familiar faces that, can help motivate us and let us know that, people are here and that they're looking after us and, that they care. It's amazing. This trial is not really that. It's not in the news that much, other than some cookie cutter stuff that you see throughout the week. You see a lot of the same articles being mass spread throughout different platforms, but you're not really seeing a lot of the truth and a lot of the things that are being talked about within this trial. It almost seems like they're afraid to actually cover this trial because I think they might know deep down inside that they don't have a case whatsoever, and they're holding on to the last straw that they can. But we're not going to give up. They've tried to intimidate us. They've come after us in many ways. They try to interrogate family members. They try to, do everything they can by scaring us with the amount of years that they could throw at us and things like that. And we're not going to break. We're not the kind of guys who are going to sit there and sit down on ourselves and sulk and cry and go, oh my God, we can't beat this. No, we can beat this, and we're going to beat this, and we can do that because we have a lot of you behind us, supporting us and backing us. And there's a lot of people I've met, just in the last month. I've gone through a lot of this kind of alone. I've been in solitary confinement for a year now straight, and it sucks. I haven't been out of my room since 7 o'clock last night, and I'm still sitting here waiting for my turn to be able to walk out for a minute. It's rough. It's really rough on you to go through that kind of isolation for such a long period of time. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to let these people get me down. And I know that this is making us stronger. This is making us better men, better, better fathers, better husbands, better everything. Because to be able to go through this type of scenario, through this trial and this tribulation, you really get a chance to be forged in fire and to strengthen yourself and your mind and your resolve and your love and your passion and your priorities and to set things straight. So at the end of the day, you know what? It's making me a better person, and I'm finding better people. I found out who truly supports me, who truly loves me, who truly cares about me, versus some of the fake friends that have, shown up and stolen money from me, or, all kinds of stuff that has happened since I've been in jail. It's unbelievable. People that I thought were going to be friends for a long time turned out to be the biggest liars and cheats. And people I've never known my entire life have turned out to be some of the best people I've ever known. So it has been an experience, and I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to take it day by day, and I'm thankful for all these people, and I'm thankful that I have the chance that I'm able to get through this, with the help of God, and to keep standing up and fighting for what's right. And thank you all for, being there to support us. We truly appreciate it and talk about it all the time.
Hey, Joe, Jen just joined us. I'm sure she wants to say hello to you.
Hi, Joe.
Okay.
How are you?
What's up, girl?
I can't wait till you guys get out.
Just freezing my butt off in this concrete room.
Bet. Definitely does not sound like fun. Did you speak to Enrique?
Do what now?
Did you talk to Enrique? I was telling him that I had a dream that you guys were set free, that you won.
Dude, I had the same dream. I had the same dream Friday night, and when I woke up, I was told that someone else had the same dream, and now I'm hearing a third person. So it must be a good sign, because a lot of good vibes are starting to really hit. The government right now kind of, they just kind of finished the crux of their prosecution, and it's starting to get to where it's going to be our turn to start coming in and really, laying these lies to rest and showing the truth of what happened and the truth about who we are. And I'm getting a good feeling, and so are the other guys. It's I think good things are going to come from this. I think God's using this scenario to strengthen us and also show God's power, His love, His grace, His strength, and how He can be there with us. Exodus 14:14 says, the Lord will fight for you. You need only be still. And that's what I've been doing. I'm here. I'm being patient. I'm looking at God, and I'm praying, and we're getting stronger. And He's helping us grow through this. And I know that we're going to come out of this on top. So, I'm glad that Enrique or, all these people are having these dreams, because it's good to know that we're all getting that sense of victory and that sense of overcoming this evil.
Well, I don't know if you know, Aaron Legay passed away. He was a Mountain Baker Proud Boy president. And I had a dream. He was like super excited about something, and I didn't know what. And I had these dreams back to back. And then the next day, I dreamt that the Proud Boys won their case in court. And I was thinking, no wonder he was showing me celebration. And so I just felt like that was a really big sign, because I never dream. And then when I do, I never remember them. And so I've had dreams where it's like really happened. And that one felt like one of those dreams, like that was going to really happen. So I wanted to share that with you.
Well, that's cool. Thank you.
And I hope you're okay.
Well, and Joe, I agree with you. Your lawyers have been fighting a great fight. Their cross-examination was fantastic. I've been watching the jury, and I really think that you are starting to humanize yourselves. They started to look over at the family members. I really think that these attorneys have the ability to win this case. I'm excited to see the defense.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Joe, it's Trennis.
We got on the thing.
Hey, Joe, it's Trennis.
Hello, Trennis.
Hey, man. Hey,
How are you?
I'm good, brother. Hey, I just letting you know that there was so many people this week when I was in DC, that in the halls in Congress, that know who you guys are, and there's a lot of eyes on this case. There's, it's not unfortunately like the Oath Keepers where people just are really distant from it. There's a lot of eyes on this case and a lot of information being circulated about what happened and you guys there. So we'll get into that later when we can have a privileged call. We'll get with somebody, but I'm going to get some information in through Roger and Steve this week to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be good to hear what these people are saying because, you know, we're sitting there every day and, you know, I don't know how many times the narrative of the government has changed from, you know, the conspiracy start dates and all this stuff. I mean, it's amazing. And like the amount of people they want to consider, you know, co-conspirators. I'm surprised they haven't brought in Howard the Duck yet or anything else to be a co-conspirator. I mean, this is the kind of joke it's becoming because there is nothing there and they have nothing to do but try to somehow understand the Proud Boys and how we talk, but they're doing it without even understanding who we are. So they hear these conversations and they hear all this stuff and they're trying to make their own meaning out of it. And they're trying to, you know, forge their own narrative out of something when it's just a bunch of dudes who like to joke and talk crap to each other. And, you know, they just don't get it. But I hope people out there are taking it serious, and I hope people are looking out, and I hope Congress is going to do something about it because, you know, I've been waiting on 2 years. I mean, for 2 years for this, and I want to see something happen. And I don't want just to win this case. I want there to be a change within the government. I want there to be a lot of things that are done. The people who have falsely accused individuals of doing certain things, those people need to be, you know, brought to the light and things like that. So, you know, I hope something good besides just our victory comes out of this. I hope we can make some change, especially within the prison system and other things like that as well.
Joe, let me ask you a question. You brought something up earlier. They had you in solitary confinement for a year. What was their reasoning behind that? Why did that happen?
They said that I'm too dangerous.
They said that you were dangerous, so they locked you away. I mean, the Geneva Convention doesn't even allow us to put actual terrorists that have killed American soldiers and Marines in solitary confinement more than a period of time, and I guarantee it's not a year. So it's
30 days, General. 30 days, General.
Yeah.
30,
The Geneva
30 days.
Convention said 30 days. Nuremberg trials were originally ruled 60 days and has remained ruled in inhumane psychological torture.
I'm sorry you've gone through that psychological torture, man, and you are genuinely a political prisoner, and you know we definitely that's going to have to be addressed. I think that you know eventually your story and many others that were held, some were held even for a year and a half up to 2 years in solitary confinement. It's absolutely abuse, man, and God be with you on that stuff, man. I'm you know I'm glad to hear that you still got the faith and you know you're staying strong, brother.
Hey, I'm just ready for some real food in the gym. This nasty ass food they keep serving me looks like cat food and dog food. I mean, I haven't eaten one tray today. It's just horrible to look at. Like, it's just grotesque to see the kind of food that they give us. I mean, we're already stripped, you know, and taken away from our families. We're already thrown into a hole, and they got to add insult to injury and treat us like a dog. That part that just hurts me as a human being. That's the kind of stuff we do. But we'll treat actual, you know, terrorists in some of these jails far better and give them actual food and give them time to practice their religion. They won't even let us have church. They won't even let us share the word of God with each other. And it's really ridiculous, the types of things that are going on, you know. So you got to learn to take matters into your own hand and read the Bible and dig in there and you know, have this relationship with God, and you got to do it on your own. But it would be nice to be able to do that with some of these other men who need help and who don't quite understand where they're at in their faith and things like that. I know I'm getting off out of topic, but it's just something that came to me and I felt like I should say it.
No, brother, it's anything you want to talk about. This is your space. This is specially put together for you to say whatever you want to say, get whatever you off your chest. If you want to start hearing people, you know, supporters and stuff like that come up. They can ask you questions at any time. We just wanted to give you the full floor to be able to say whatever you need to say. One of the things we do is we advocate for these prisoners against the abuses that they're going through. We got a pretty big list of the DC gulag up there, quite a few names and incidences. And what we're doing is we're going to be sending out FOIA requests in many different ways. So, the way that we're doing this is we're going to be able to, from the actual complaints of the prisoners and their attorneys and their family members and so forth, we're going to be able to get these FOIA requests and expose these people the way they've treated these J6 political prisoners. So, it's kind of important to document all of the abuses because it's not going to be forgotten. We're not going to let it go. So just to let you know that.
Well, the main thing that we have an issue with is the ability to view discovery. I've been able to get a computer here. Okay, that's fine and dandy. And the jail will tell the judge or the marshals, this judge loves to just say whatever they want to. They'll tell the marshals or the judge, we're going to give them time to see as much discovery as they want. And then they hang up the phone and then they come to us and go, hey, can we go use our computer? Nah. We'll give you an hour, like maybe once a week. I mean, this is the most discovery ever in a case in this trial right here. Because we pretty much have everyone's discovery because they're saying that we're the ones behind it all. So we have more discovery to look at than any other case ever. And we're not even allowed to put a tiny dent into it. I'm seeing videos and seeing discovery for the first time live in trial, and it's being used against me. And I've never seen stuff. I'm watching people take things out of context, and I'm not able to see this ahead of time to be ready to kind of like go, okay, this is what that meant. This is what that was. No, we just have to sit there and take it because they really don't seem to care. 2 years we've been trying. Each and every guy there has been trying to see discovery. And the only person who's really had a chance to see discovery is the one person who wasn't there, Tario. That guy's has been able to see everything, but the rest of us, we've been kind of kept in the dark, and it's been hard. It's been a struggle, and that's something that I hope Congress and these people can figure out because this just isn't right.
Hey, Joe, I have a question. How are you doing on the Securus app? Do you have enough in there to keep you busy while they keep you in solitary?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, if people want to help out, they can help out. I'm not going to complain. Because like I said, I'm sitting in there listening to music. It's been such a blessing to have this tablet, as of the last couple of months, we finally got it. And it gives me something to do. For the longest time, I was just sitting here. I've been counting, like, the bricks in the wall, and I've counted them so many times. It's mind-numbing. So to have this has been a lifesaver. Let me watch movies and talk to the people that I love, and, that's been an amazing thing. So, hey, you can always use help there. And that's all of us.
Well, guys, do we have the capability of the links that we can put up to send financial support?
Yes,
to Joe?
I will get them. And Joe, Dominique's mom, Barbara, is here, and I know that she wants to talk to you. She's coming up right now.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Joe. It's Barb, Dominique's mother, honey. How are you?
I'm all right. I've seen you in court a few times.
Yeah, I was there during the whole jury selection, but unfortunately I had to leave to come back home because I'm not allowed in the court until the attorneys start bringing up their witnesses, and I'm on the list, so whether I'm called or not, Lisa and I can't be there until that point. So it's I've been home following everything on Twitter. There's a couple people that live tweet everything that's been going on, and everything you described is pretty much everything I read, the way it's going in there. And you sound exactly like my son when I talk to him about the lack of discovery and finding out things, these surprise things that they bring up right then and there because you have not been able to see your discovery, which is so wrong for anybody And I'll be nice about Judge Kelly. But
Well, bless your heart.
well, only because I don't want the Lord to be upset with me. But
Yeah, I got you.
I can't wait to get back there to see you guys and support you. And I love you. I've never met you, but last thing I saw was your face when I wished you a happy birthday that day. And, you whispered, you mouthed thank you. And it's a sad thing that you guys have to have all these birthdays in those horrible places. And I know about the food. And for me as a mom, when I hear about the food, it just breaks my heart that you guys aren't eating well. And it's just insane. You guys don't deserve any of this. You're wonderful men. You're wonderful people. Let me tell you, and I told this to Dominic, you guys have so much support and so much love. And these Twitter spaces are a blessing because we are getting together and people are, talking and raising awareness. And I just want you to know that you have a lot of love out here, sweetie, and you guys stay strong. And I should be back there in a couple weeks. Okay.
Well, I love you too, Mama Spaz. Thank you.
My new name, Mama Spaz, huh? All right, sweetie. You take care, honey.
All right, you too.
Hey guys, I just posted the link to the fundraising video reel that we made for you in the bubble chat here for everybody to see. I know you guys haven't seen what these look like yet on these Twitter spaces because it's been there so you guys have been in since before they came along. But there's also, guys, you can give. We need to. There's an individual way to give, so you can message me for that. So if you want to get money straight to Joe's books or message Jen, either of us can do that, and we can get money straight to Joe's books because that money that while he should be paid, absolutely, that money goes to the attorneys for legal fees. So if you wanted to get it straight to Joe's books, we can help you learn how to do that by messaging us.
And I also want to say thank you to you and the Richies, Amy, and Ashton that have been helping us. Everybody that's been pouring their heart and soul into, helping us. Jen, everybody, Elena. We love you guys, and we wouldn't be able to, get through some of this stuff without a lot of you guys there behind us helping us. So, I want to say for each and every one of us, from the silly seditionist spot, we appreciative of what you guys have done for us. And apparently that's what the newspaper calls us now, the silly seditionists. So.
Well, I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys. I don't know if anybody tells you thank you, but I watch when I sit in court, we see how much you guys are standing in the gap for us. This case is going to set precedent for so many other people. You guys are really doing a great service to all patriots everywhere with your strength. So I just want to thank you guys for what you're going through because I know it really is, it helps all of us that you guys are standing so strong.
Thank you.
Amen to that.
And just so you guys know, my time's about to run out, but if you guys want to keep on chatting with me, I can always call back.
Joe, we'll stay on as long as you need us to. There's somebody that I want to bring up that I think that you're going to be so incredibly happy to hear from. James, go ahead.
All right. Well, let me hang up then real quick.
All right.
Another 30 minutes.
Okay. Okay, we'll wait, Joe. We'll wait.
All right.
Hey, Alex.
He'll get another 30 minutes.
Hang on, you guys. Hang on 1 second. Alex, you've got to accept my Alex, you got to accept the mic if you want to come up and speak, honey. I sent it to you twice. If you're having a problem, I'll get General to send it to you, except General just told me he got knocked off twice. So they're messing with this Twitter space, obviously, you guys.
Co-host it. Perfect. He made me co-host, so do you want me to try? If you tell me how to invite him, I'll try.
Yeah. So
hey, yeah, I'm back. The Twitter's kicked me for a second time during this. It's probably going to try to kick Helena too. So Twitter's trying to suppress this pretty hard today.
Hello.
I
finally took care of the technical issue there, and so I'm good to go. I'll go ahead and mute myself. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity, and thank you, General, and everyone else in here that's helping bring all this together, letting Joe come out and be able to talk and all. That's great.
I think he's going to be very happy to hear from you. Let's let James go first,
Absolutely,
okay?
brother. Yeah.
All
And
right.
hopefully I didn't kick any step on anybody or anything, but just had to
Okay.
let
He's
Deputy
back
know.
on, guys.
Recall press. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Okay. Hey, you're back on.
You're back. I have a surprise for you. Go ahead, James.
Hey Bigsy, it's Semper from Zone 3. Just wanted to let you know, buddy. We're all in this together. I got it about 6 months ago, so bud, you are such an inspiration to so many, and you're such a God-driven man, and it's actually given me faith in my case and my battle with this group of tyrants. Been coast to coast with you, brother, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't pray for you, Rufio, everybody else that's wrapped up, Dominic. Dude, I'm going to do what I can. I wanted to keep on spreading the good word and telling truth so that we all stay with our children. And I'm telling you right now, you'll be home to your daughter soon, buddy. God's got this, and proud of your boy. Love you, man.
Well, I love you too, dude. And to everyone, all the other TVs out there, we're one big family. We might have misunderstandings and we might not get along always, but, we're one big family and we'll get through this. We're not going to let these people lie and make up stuff about us. We're going to get through this. The truth's going to come out, and I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome when this is all over.
Amen, brother.
And also, make sure you read Psalm 35, all right? That's what gives us, I've got all the guys reading that, and that kind of gives us inspiration of exactly what we're going through. So check out Psalm 35 and, pray about that one before you read it and then after.
On it, buddy.
I just want to let you know, Joe, Zuni keeps saying all the time that when this
Well,
madness...
Joe, you got the floor, brother. Just say what's on your mind. I mean, we're soaking this up like a sponge. It's just good to hear from you. And this is probably this will probably be listened to by about at least 500 or maybe 600 people. So, it's just, this is your moment, man.
What about Zuni?
I was just going to tell you that...
I don't know if y'all... Could you not hear me? Can you hear me now?
No, I think he's...
No, I can hear
you. Can you not hear me? Can
Okay.
anybody hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. Zuni says that...
Okay, brother. Yeah, this is, like I was saying, this is probably going to be seen by probably about 500 or 600 people. We're going to send it out. So, what's your biggest message for all the J6ers?
General, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
So, yeah, we've heard everything you're saying, but Helena, so he's heard you, but Helena's trying to talk, and I don't think you can hear Helena.
I can't. No.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So hold on a second. Go ahead, Helena.
Okay,
yeah, go
when
ahead.
I'm done, tell him I'll give him a thumbs up.
Okay.
Joe, I just want to let you know that Zuni tells us all the time that when this is over, she says that we're going to have the biggest party for you guys. And we're all praying for you. And we love you so much. And Suzanne is absolutely right. We're thanking you guys. We're thanking you guys for being so strong. Yeah, General, I know you can't hear me. We're thanking you guys for being so strong. And you've stood for us so many times. And there are so many people out here, Joe, so many people that are paying attention and watching this trial. And even though they're not in DC, don't think for a minute that there aren't millions of people that know what's going on.
That's good to know. And I know that, I've been taken from my family for 2 years. I haven't seen my daughter in 2 years. And that sucks, and she misses me every day. And I hate that I can't be there to protect her and, watch over when she's feeling sick. that she carries a picture around of me all the time, and she'll talk to the picture. She sits it down, and so it breaks my heart that she's the one about to go on her third birthday, with me being locked up in here. But at the same time, through this struggle and through this whole trial, I've gained a bigger family as well, and a family that I know is going to have my back, and great people that I know that I can bring my daughter around, and these people will have kids too. I think that through this all, they've made us stronger, and I hope that no one's getting down about this. Don't be depressed. We have strengthened our circle of friends, and we've become a family. And I feel connected to each and every single one of you guys. And my daughter, I'm sure when she's old enough, will thank each and every one of you out there that helped me get through this. And, we appreciate it from the biggest family, and, from, all my boys that I'm going through this with. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And, I've met some amazing people. I met someone on here that I know is going to change my life, for a long time. And, as bad as this situation is, I know good things are going to happen. And I just hope these people know that we love them and care.
Well, we love you too, Joe. And there's somebody else that I'm going to give the mic to that wants to speak to you. So I'm going to turn it over right now. Alex, go ahead.
Hey, Joe, this is Alex from a villain from Z6. And first, I wanted to say, proud of your boy. All right, I had to just get that out there. It's great to hear that you're in good spirits, man. And I'm looking forward, especially I just heard about this now. There's a party. So hopefully the party's down here in Miami, and load you up with some Cuban cafecito, because I don't know if you have any coffee up in there. And if it is coffee, it's probably not even close to our coffee, the real deal. So
no, I've had the Cuban coffee. That shit is amazing. See, the thing is my buddy, my best friend, Enrique, didn't tell me that you drink that little cup slowly. For me, I thought that was a shot glass, so I chugged the whole thing, and I was bouncing off the wall for 2 days. So it's extremely strong.
Well, hold on, Alex, I don't know you yet, but the party is definitely in Miami, because that's where I live. So that's where they're coming down here, and my son Mason will be a part of the party. And Joe, that is how you drink it. You shoot it. It's because you're a novice, but once you're a real Cuban, that's how you drink it.
I'm learning the ways.
Yes.
I just want to see Rufio doing Zing Zang Tequila again, like he did on the 5th.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time. We that's one thing that helps keep us sane through all this is on the bus ride to the courthouse and back. We retell our stories and laugh and giggle like little school kids, and we're very festive and jovial and outgoing the whole time. I mean, you're not. Some days, some of these guys are coming in with their heads down and they're normal, but me, the funny guy that I am, I try to keep everybody's spirits up, and we're constantly laughing and damn near in tears sometimes from laughing so hard. So just know that we're doing good, and we love everybody out there that's helping.
Hey, Joe, Ashton's listening in on this call, and she wants me to tell you hello from her and her mother, and that they're working on something special for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she can't speak. I don't know. She can't find the mic thing on her part of the Twitter space. So she's texted me to please let you know that.
Well, thank you, Ashton, and thank you, Amy. I love you guys. You guys have done a lot for myself and, other people going through this. And, you guys have been a beacon of hope, and, you've been amazing. And I can't wait to thank you guys in person and give you guys big hugs and, drink some beers and laugh and hang out. So thank you.
I don't know if let's test this mic out and see if Helena can hear me and I can hear her now. We're dealing with this Twitter BS. They've attempted to truly suppress us on here by messing with our technical stuff and giving us difficulties. Helena, can you
Yeah,
hear me?
I'm back. I had to drop out and come back. It happens like 9 times a day. It's so annoying. Thank you, General. I'm here.
Well, hey, Twitter, leave us alone. All right? I've been stuck in here for 2 years. Just give me an hour.
yeah, we're giving them hell, man. We're bringing truth about J6 and why everybody went there. Everybody went there to to protest a fraudulent election, and we know for a fact that when the Proud Boys show up, they show up to defend and never attack. So we know that this is a bunch of nonsense. The reason why they want to go after the Proud Boys and 3%ers like Lucas Denny and so forth, is because they are protectors. They want to instill fear in the people that want to protect the Americans. When they're out there, we watched for years Americans be attacked, and I know for a fact, and you don't have to say anything else, but I know for a fact that y'all were there to protect and defend only. It's a travesty what they've turned this into. It's an absolute attack on Americans. It's the biggest civil rights violation probably that we've had in the history of America. So, just know that we know that. We know y'all know that, and we appreciate y'all protecting the Americans out there at these rallies and so forth. I've personally met some and had some do incredible jobs and keep people safe. So we know what it's about. We know what they're doing, and it's not going to work. It's all backfired on them. It's horribly going the wrong direction now. There's a lot of things being exposed. We have 14,000 hours of video that we're all going to be able to see pretty soon, and it's going to completely blow their narrative out of the water. So, sit tight, man. And all this stuff is going to turn around.
Yeah. And Ashton,
well, you guys,
go ahead. Go, Joe.
I was just say, if you guys truly love me, I want everybody to download the song "Rose Tattoo" by Josh Murphy. That's my favorite song in the whole world. And if you ever want to think about me or just know that you're listening to something that makes me happy, listen to that song. Because I listen to it like 6 times a day, and it puts a smile on my face and makes me extremely happy. And not as happy as another person, but it makes me very happy.
Ashton, hang on, please. I just want to make an announcement. David, if you want to come up, please request a mic. Mel, if you want to come up, please, you request a mic too. Joe, Jeff is here, so I know he is very excited to speak to you. Ashton, you'll be next, okay? That's fine.
I got a question. Was that Dropkick Murphy, Joe?
Yeah.
I'm jamming it, man. We'll jam it for you. I'll play the rest of it if you want me to, man.
Hey, General, I don't know what's going on with Trennis's mic. I think he requested to speak. He may have to drop out and come back. Trennis, if you want to come back,
Okay.
please request a mic because I cannot give it to you. Jeff is here. I know he's been super excited to try to speak to you. Ashton, you will be next, okay? I've also got people private messaging me as well.
Okay. What a lie. I wasn't super excited. No, sorry I'm late. I was actually I was at the doctor this morning, and they drugged me up, and I've been sleeping for like the last 6 hours. So, hey Joe, what's up?
Hey, I'm waiting on the doctor to drug me up in here so I can just sit here and chill.
Yeah, they gave me some good stuff today, but yeah, I didn't sleep all night, but I've slept all day, so it's been an interesting day. So, haven't been able to make it up there yet. Obviously, you know that.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
It comes and goes. It comes and goes. You know, it's it's a 9 at this hour, and the pain level's a 3 the next hour, and just waiting to get into the doctor, but I can't get in there again until next week. And so, anyways, enough about me. So it's good to talk to you, man.
Well,
it's been
just so everybody
been a while.
knows, Jeff has been here with me by my side for, I don't know, a long time now. And, you know, he's definitely someone who's stuck by my side through thick and thin and has always reached out to help for me. So, you know, I appreciate you, man, and you're an awesome dude. And, you know, it's cool to know that, you know, no matter what, you're always there making sure that things are good with me and checking in on me. And I know that you've got some medical stuff going on, and I hope you get that, you know, taken and all that. And I just want you to know that I appreciate you and love you, dude.
Love you too, bro. Like I said, I do just about anything for you. So I'll always be here. I got you, man.
I know. That's one thing I do know for sure.
Well, I know for sure too, because we were at Daytona Speedway Memorial Weekend with Jeff and Angel Harrelson, Ken Harrelson's wife, and another friend of mine, Michael, who is also listening in. And we were trying to talk about you and spread awareness way back in the beginning of the summer. So I know how much Jeff loves you and cares for you. And that's why I was super excited to send him the link. I'm like, Joe's coming on live. Please join us. Jeff, I'm sorry I didn't hear about you having some issues. So we'll talk about that later, friend. I hope you're going to be okay. I know Ashton is excited to come up and speak to you, Joe. So I'm going to hand over the mic.
Hey, Joe. Thank you, Helena. Hey, Joe, I just wanted to say, well, number one, I downloaded Twitter for you because I couldn't get the mic to work on my browser. But thank you guys. I mean, we don't do anything that we do for a thank you. We love you guys, and we cannot wait to have you home. I just wanted you to hear me say that.
Hi, Ashton.
So,
hey, Angie.
I hope you guys are ready for a big freaking party.
Oh, we so are. I've stopped drinking so that whenever you guys come home, I can again.
Party, party, party.
Hey, Alex, get it together.
Like
get it together, bro. We're going to DC.
Lay down and look at the stars.
I'm sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
Well, I hope everybody comes up here. You know, at the end of the trial, I want to see us. You know, let everybody see the amount of people who have support us and stand up. And you know, regardless of what happens, we're gonna hold our heads high and you know, come out of this thing.
Uhuru.
Yeah, you guys can sit next to me in court. I'm there every Monday and Tuesday, and we're going to be there even more. So come sit next to me. I got room.
Hey, Suzanne, maybe you need to make Joe a scarf to keep him warm in that freezing freaking place that they've stuck him in. She's been knitting little things for Ethan's wife and Judy and Zuni. She's sitting in the courtroom knitting and stuff. Hey, did you see that video of me hugging Enrique when he got released from jail? She called me and let me know. She's like, hey, Helena, you were in the courtroom today. I'm like, no, but I want to be. And she's like, oh, well, they played that little clip of you getting Enrique out of jail. I'm like, oh, my God, I've been dying to get up to D.C. I was so proud, so proud.
Actually, Helena, they don't let him have anything.
I wonder what she's making.
Yeah, they don't. That I asked Suni. They don't let me make anything for the guys. But Joe, if you want me to make something for your kid, let me know. I'm happy. Tell me favorite colors. I'm in.
Well, Savannah's super girly, so make her something super girly. She's a little fiery thing right now. She's getting up and talking and learning and writing sentences and reading now at 6 years old or almost 6. So that's always cool.
I got the perfect idea. I'm on it.
Or tell her, Daddy loves you. And we'll melt my mom to give to her.
We're on it. I'll make it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
Suzanne, I'm still waiting to come get my socks, by the way. Go ahead, Joe.
You can wear them to court.
You what?
I said, go ahead, talk to us. Let us know. Okay, so I want to know, we'll be doing these calls to action, from the jail and stuff. And you've got about 50 people in this room, maybe more. I don't see the number. But what do you want to tell America? What do you want to tell people that they can do for you other than praying and sending you letters? And we've got your canteen, but what do you want America to know?
That's a big thing to think about right there. There's a lot of things I want America to know, but I would definitely, just for future, for everyone else that might have to go through something like this, because as bad as this country's getting, it seems like, this is something they're going for, to persecute and go after people that they disagree with. The biggest thing people can do is call congressmen and senators and find out why it's so hard for people like us to get access to our discovery. Why are we being denied, the right to have religious services and, things like that. Something small and simple that means a lot and it can help people in the future going through this. It's not really about us. I want us to be able to use our experience to make a change that's going to last for a long time. So, I know other people that are going to go through situations like this in their life, being in jail, they should be able to, pray and find God and learn. And they should also be able to, have access to their discovery and be able to defend themselves the right way and not just let out there to the slaughter. So I think that's the biggest thing that, we as Americans could do to help everybody that's going to go through something like this at some point in time.
Jen, you don't have to put your hand up.
Oh, sorry. So, Joe, about that January 6th stuff, I just wanted you to know that there's some of us that are working on the Judiciary Sub-Select Committee that's supposed to be investigating what really happened with January 6th. Not like Liz Cheney's, sham investigation, but a real one. So we've been pushing back really hard on keeping that a priority for this new Sub-Select Committee that's investigating the weaponization of the federal government. And there's an organization called Citizens for Renewing America, and they're doing a really good job. And then us over at redtsunamiusa.org, we're constantly in contact with them and pushing on about Jan 6 stuff because we want that to be a top priority for them. So I just wanted you to know that.
Right on, that's cool. Who else you got? I got about 5 minutes left, so.
Well, Jen, do you want to tell him who Red Tsunami is and how that got started real quick?
Red Tsunami was started by Ethan's mom. And she is definitely talking about prison reform because of what's happening to you guys. That's a long conversation we've been having for a couple months now. And James is a part of that. I believe you just spoke with James. He started the American Patriot newspaper. And I'm on her board as well. And my priority is actual prioritizing a Jan 6 investigation. And of course, you guys. So, all Jan 6ers really. So I think it's exciting what's happening though. I think when you guys get out, and I do feel like you all are definitely going to be getting out. That's just, I believe that in Jesus Christ. I feel like that was a message that was sent to me from the good Lord. And I feel like when you guys get out, you'll probably be excited to get started and helping out with that if that's what motivates you when you get out. But there is stuff happening and it's moving and it's great. I think it's good stuff.
Jen, tell them about your dream.
Hello. I would say this to all the haters out there that think that they silence me, that I'm gonna get out of this and I'm gonna go in my little house and crawl into a ball and go, I'm never doing this again, and I'm gonna shut up. So you got another thing coming. I'm gonna get louder, and I'm gonna be up people's asses every day, making sure that the right thing is happening. And we're going to use this situation to rattle some cages and make sure that some changes happen. That way, folks in the future don't have to go through this crazy shit, and that we're the last people to have to go through something like this. I don't want to hear stories about other people going through what it is that we've had to endure for the last 2 years. It's just not right. It's uncalled for. And I know that the other guys in this, we all feel the same. That we want to help bring change, and we want to make sure that some of the stuff that's just wrong gets straightened out and fixed.
Jen, I only silenced your mic because I'm getting a lot of feedback, honey.
Oh, that's okay. No, and Angie, you asked me about the dream, but I did tell Joe about my dream. I think that was like a sign, from God and Aaron trying to tell me that they were going to win their case, because I never dream. And when I do, they're like silly little dreams that don't really make any sense. And when I get dreams like this, it always happens. It's happened to me before, like maybe 5 times in my lifetime. And this dream was a very emotional one. I woke up super excited, like if it was really happening. And then Joe said there was like 2 other people that told him the same thing. So I think those are signs,
Yeah.
Well, and Joe, we're going to be passing out yellow ribbons at CPAC for all you guys to raise awareness for you. And we're going to be going up to Congress shortly after CPAC, door to door, to make sure everybody up there knows that we want you guys to get the attention you deserve. So we are certainly on it as far as lobbying those guys.
And Joe, I just want to tell you that if you want to call out again, Angie will let me know, and we will totally make that happen. Anytime you need us to do that throughout this entire trial, we will be here with you.
Absolutely, man.
Very much, and I'm sure I'll take you guys up on it.
At the end of this Spaces, I'm going to be playing the rose tattoo in your honor, man.
Oh yeah, I hope everybody downloads that and listens to it, and I hope it grows some kind of meaning to them the way it does to me. So I thank everybody for the time and coming to listen to me, and I appreciate it. But I know any minute this thing's about to click off. So without it cutting off in mid-sentence, I just want to say I love you all and thank you, and thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak to you all.
We love you too, Joe, so much.
Love you, Joe.
See you, buddy.
All right. Well, tell everybody hello, and bunches of people listen to this.
Be safe, Joe.
See you tomorrow,
Love you.
Joe.
Can people listen to it later?
Yes.
Oh yeah, this will be recorded. It can be listened to at any time.
Oh, that's cool. Right on.
It's kind of like you doing a podcast with Jen.
Okay. Well, goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
We love you.
God bless you, brother. We're praying for you every day, man.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right, brother. We're with you, man. All right.
Oh,
wow. Okay. Well, it's bittersweet, isn't it? I mean, it really is.
I mean, he's such a funny guy. It's so interesting that he's keeping that humor. I mean, you could never take Joe Biggs' humor away. He's like literally should have been a comedian, but it's nice to hear him laugh and say things like, I'm surprised the government hasn't brought in Howard the Duck.
And Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse. Yeah. Yeah. And
Well, let me just say, from sitting in court, the evidence that we are seeing, it really is exonerating these guys. So I think he's totally right to feel good about the case. So I think his positivity is well deserved.
Go ahead, Trennis.